Lavender. Next, we have Mike and Eric Jackman doing the Jackman Brothers. Woo!
Anyone ever wonder what the Unabomber sent his mom for Mother's Day? Ooh. Hey, Mom, did you get my card? Happy Mother's Day. Hope it was a blast.
That's dark. That's pretty dark.
Or how about Jeffrey Dahmer making plans with his mom for Mother's Day? Mom calls him up. Jeffrey, how you doing? It's cold in Milwaukee these days. I'm good. Doing well. So what do you want to do, son? Jeffrey says, I don't know, you want to grab a bite? All right, one more of those.
we didn't.
Come on, it's been a little too late today. We got to go a little dark. You got to go a little dark. Unabombers is trending right now. Great series on Netflix.
Yeah, he's got a Netflix. Yeah, he's got a new movie and a Netflix special. So good for him.
Yeah. And what is Mother's Day like for Jeffrey Epstein and his mom? Hey, Mom, you want to take a trip? Sure, I'll gas up the jet.
We're just going to be hanging around.
Yeah,
hang around for Mother's Day.
Let's hang out.
But
all right, no more Unabombers. Sorry.
So
sorry.
So I told my mom, I was like, Mom, we're doing a comedy show on Mother's Day weekend, and it's going to be a tribute to you, a Mother's Day tribute. She's like, I won't be there. She's 4 hours in the opposite direction right now. And but no, my mom's got a great sense of humor, as you can see by this. Judging by this, and I guess we were both part of a twin birth. So we had another comic here who gave birth to twins.
Well done, Ann. You look amazing, by the way, after doing that. That's tough.
I mean, I don't remember my birth, but I know my mom does. And she's like, give me all the drugs. When my dad found out that there were going to be twins, he's like, oh, okay, yikes. But my mom's originally from Boston. She's got a Boston accent, so that's a good thing. Yeah, let's hear it for the Boston accent. Oh, yeah, in the back, look at that. That's a good thing that she didn't give to us, was thankfully the Boston accent. She's from a place in Boston called Somerville. You ever heard of Somerville? We pronounce it Somerville, the way it's actually pronounced. But
normal people.
I think Ben Affleck and Matt Damon and all those knuckleheads owe my mom millions of dollars in royalties from all those frickin' movies with the Boston accent. You know, it's like, I'll see you this side or the other. They should bring my mom in to consult, and tell them how it's really done. Pack the car, okay? I don't pronounce my ass, okay? It's like an A-H-S, eh.
And if you cast in someone named Trisha, it's Trisher. They add that R in on the words where there's not an R. The R doesn't belong there, but she added it to everything.
Right, so so if there is an R, it becomes an A-H-S, and if there isn't one, it's added. It's very interesting. Our dad was from Canada, so he had a Canadian accent. And when I'm on the phone talking to customers, that's the question I get. Are you Canadian? So it balances out the Boston chowder.
Yeah, it's a good balance, I think.
But our mom's the kind of gal, when she goes to a restaurant and she's not really feeling it, she's kind of not liking it, she's nice about it, I'm like, Mom, what'd you think about the food in the restaurant today? She's like, well, the service wasn't that great. The food was kind of cold and rubbery. I wouldn't go back there. And I go, so it was dog food? She's like, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't go running back there. Almost like a soft-spoken Kennedy, kind of nice. Just, not one that killed anyone in a crash, just a nice Kennedy, kind of a nicer one.
And then put the neck brace on.
Yeah, right, and parade around with the neck brace.
I went back for the beer. Mary Jo Kopechne. I swam really hard against the current, vote for me. And they did. They voted him back in after that, if you remember.
It's amazing.
They did. It was incredible.
And then, imagine Mother's Day or around the period of Mother's Day in Queens, New York, in like the late 40s when Donald Trump was coming up in the world. And his mom was at the grocery store running into one of her friends there, one of her fellow ghouls. And say, yeah, Jimmy's good. How's Donald doing? He must be coming up in age. He must be 6 or 7 years old by now. And Donald's mother could say, we're very proud of Donald. He's doing well. He's already sued 2 of his siblings, and he's already beat up 5 kids in the playground. And Trump, I don't know, he got fond memories of his mother. Look, my mother was a beautiful woman, okay? Excuse me. My mother was one of the most amazing women in the world. She was tough, she was strong. She managed money very well, a lot better than I do. And if I can remember correctly, I think she held me twice. She did, she held me twice. 2 times, 1 for each term that I'm gonna get in the White House, okay? Believe me. It's true. It's true.
Donald Trump.
So true.
Excuse me, Donald, how about a certain senator from Vermont named Bernie Sanders? Who's a Bernie fan here? Can we feel the Bernie?
Okay, Bernie. Everyone loves you here in Vermont.
I think you've said enough, okay? Everyone's tired of your damn emails, too, by the way.
Okay.
Everyone's sick of hearing about his damn emails and his fake baked tan.
Right. Wrong.
We're up here in Vermont. Me and Donald are partnering on something. We're going to build a wall between Vermont and New Hampshire.
We are, and you know what? This is something we wanted to announce here in Saxtons River. Saxtons River is an amazing river. It's a beautiful place. I'm thinking about buying it. I might buy Saxtons River. But Bernie and I are teaming up, and construction's going to be starting very soon, so soon, very soon, so soonly, on a beautiful wall along the eastern border to keep all the Granite State riffraff out of the Green Mountain State, okay? And excuse me. And we're going to build the wall to keep all that riffraff. We don't know where they're coming from. They could be coming from Keene. They could be coming from Surrey. They could be coming from Chesterfield, Spofford, Walpole. We don't know where the hell they're coming from. And the way we're going to keep those Granite Staters out, we're going to build a wall out of soap. They won't go near it. Believe me, they won't go near it. So true.
Very good, Donald, very good.
True.
I propose for Mother's Day, every single mother gets 9% of 10% of all the Ben & Jerry's in the state. I think we can agree on that. Okay. Ben & Jerry's for everybody.
That's fair.
For every single mother that's lactating, we got 2%, we got skim.
Okay.
It's all going to be good for the kids.
2%
They love their
and
mothers.
1%. 2% and 1%. That's Bernie's tax plan. It's unbelievable. You can believe it. It's a disaster.
So when I told my mom that we were going to be doing a Mother's Day comedy show, she immediately had an idea. She's like, oh, you're going to tell the story about the time I busted you with the National Geographic magazines. I was like, no, I'm not telling that story. I'm not going to tell that story.
It's got to be similar to getting contraband into South Korea from North Korea, going through the DMZ.
Right.
Leaving the country where my friend Rocket Man lives. He's a great guy. He's a good friend of mine, okay? Largely misunderstood.
Yeah, our mom really humored a lot of Trump impressions to get to this.
Yeah.
She really put up, we tortured her.
Yeah.
Our house was the original war on terror, before 9/11 joke was great, by the way.
But the original 9/11.
But we got into Trump back in 2006, if you can believe that, when he had his feud with Rosie O'Donnell. Do you guys remember that? Rosie did an awesome impression of Trump on The View where she parted her hair. And she's like, he's going to come back in my beauty pageant. I'm going to give the girls a second chance. I think Rosie did one of the best Trump impressions.
Yeah, Rosie was good. And she really got under Trump's skin.
She did. Definitely inspired us.
Rosie, yeah, I know. I look like Rosie O'Donnell.
As you can tell, I'm more of a sit-down comic. The stand-up is, I'm getting used to it, but...
Well, he's got to deal with the new ABBA Avatar reunion over there, so...
Let's hear it for ABBA.
ABBA's coming back.
New World ABBA.
Every pound that Mike loses, ABBA will write a new song, so that's going to be good.
We got a ways to go. But yeah, Eric, tell them about how the nucleus of Trump came, how you started impersonating Donald Trump.
So yeah, going back to the feud with Rosie O'Donnell, Trump had Entertainment Tonight come to enter to his Trump Tower, to his office, and he just did a 3-minute takedown video of her where it started. It was like, well, Rosie O'Donnell's disgusting. I mean, you look at her, she's a slob. She talks like a truck driver. Rosie got mad at me and attacked me because I had to congratulate her on the failure of her magazine. Her magazine called Rosie, which was a total disaster, and everybody was suing her as a result. So once I saw Donald Trump do that, I'm like, wow, this guy is amazing. He's a psycho. He's a 60-year-old man, billionaire, purportedly. Rosie tried to say I went bankrupt. I never went bankrupt, okay? As an example, I'm worth many billions of dollars, okay? So we got the impression going, and this was around the holidays of our freshman year.
'06, yeah, freshman year of college.
So I would just like come around the corner, hey Mom, what's for dinner? What's going on? I don't know, I might make a meatloaf. So what are you up to? And I'd just be like, Rosie O'Donnell's disgusting. And it would just start there, and then like through all of dinner, I would just talk like Trump for the rest of the dinner.
You guys got to stop with the frickin' Trump.
And I would say, Mom.
Enough with the Trump.
I would say, Mom, I think, quite frankly, this meatloaf is a disaster, okay? This is, excuse me, this is the worst meatloaf I've ever had, okay? In the history of meatloaf, so try again tomorrow, maybe, okay?
And then we'd be in the car on the way to a family gathering, and we'd just be like, Mom, what's Rosie? She's disgusting. Now stop. But anyways, I dedicate the set to my lovely mother and to my friend's mother, Wendy Warner, who sadly passed away. We love you, Wendy. And for all the mothers out there, we love you and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Give it up one more time for the Jackmans and their impersonation.